What if one region, long dismissed, underfunded, and politically marginalized, quietly built some of Nigeria's strongest industries? What if manufacturing, energy, pharmaceuticals, automobiles, agriculture, and petrochemical were not just government dreams, but realities created by private citizens, local entrepreneurs, and visionaries who refuse to wait for permission? Welcome to Southeast Nigeria, a region that, against all odds, has become one of the country's most powerful industrial engines. From Nnewi to Enugu, from Aba to Oka, factories are rising, supply chains are forming, and thousands of jobs are being created, not by multinational giants, but by indigenous builders. Today, we explore 10 mega industries in the Southeast and ask one powerful question. Imagine what more of this would do for the region. This is not hype. This is manufacturing. This is production. And this is economic power. For decades, Nigeria's industrial narrative has been dominated by Lagos, Ogun, Rivers, and Southwest. But quietly, and often without recognition, the Southeast has built one of the most organic industrial clusters in Africa, not through oil wealth, not through federal advantage, but through entrepreneurship, reinvestment, apprenticeship system, and community-driven capitalism. Here, business owners don't just trade, they manufacture. They don't just import, they build factories. They don't just accumulate wealth, they employ people, train skills, and industrialize cities. Today's video is not about politics. It's not about sentiment. It is about capacity. Because development does not begin in government houses. It begins in factories. And the Southeast is building them. Every building, every transformer, every industrial machine depends on one invisible product, electric cables. And from Anambra State, Zobix Cable, under the Zobix Group, has become one of Nigeria's most powerful indigenous cable manufacturers. In an industry once dominated by imports, Zobix now produces high-grade electrical wires and cables used across residential estates, commercial buildings, factories, and infrastructure projects nationwide. This is not small-scale production. This is heavy manufacturing. Behind every roll of cable is copper processing, polymer coating, industrial testing, quality certification, and skilled factory labor. Each stage creates jobs. Each stage retaining capital within Nigeria. Zobix represents something deeper than cables. It represents import substitution, technical capacity, and industrial confidence. Because when a region produces what the nation builds with, it becomes foundation to development. Imagine if every geopolitical zone had 5 Zobix scale manufacturers. Nigeria's power sector would look very different. Energy is the bloodstream of any economy. No power, no industry, no logistics, and no production. And from the Southeast, Masters Energy Group has built one of Nigeria's most diversified indigenous energy conglomerates, spanning petroleum products, LPG distribution, lubricants, plastic manufacturing, logistics, energy infrastructure. Masters Energy operates across upstream, midstream, and downstream segments, a rare achievement for a private Nigerian group outside the oil-producing states. Their storage depots, bottling plants, truck fleets, and distribution networks support factories, transport systems, power generators, small businesses, and industrial estates. But beyond products, Masters Energy represents something deeper: energy sovereignty. It shows that industrial energy solutions don't have to be foreign controlled, coastal based, or oil state dependent. They can be built inland, they can be built locally, and they can be built by indigenous capital. And when energy is local, capital follows. That's how regional industrial ecosystems are born. Few industries define national security, like pharmaceutical manufacturing. Because when nations cannot produce medicine, they become dependent, vulnerable, and exposed. In 1987, Juhel Nigeria Limited was founded in the old Anambra State. Today, it stands as one of West Africa's most respected indigenous pharmaceutical manufacturers. Juhel produces tablets, syrups, injectables, capsules, IV fluids, and OTC medicines, serving hospitals, pharmacies, clinics, communities across Nigerians and beyond. But this is more than drugs. This is public health infrastructure. Inside Juhel's factories are pharmaceutical engineers, quality control chemists, microbiologists, lab technicians, industrial pharmacists, high-skilled jobs, high-value manufacturing, and high-impact outcomes. In a country that imports most of its medicines, Juhel proves that drug manufacturing can thrive locally. With this right investment, standards, and leadership, imagine if every zone had 5 Juhel. Nigeria would no longer panic during global medical crisis. That's the power of local production. Industrialization does not only mean steel and machines, it also means food. It means nutrition at scale. It means value addition to agriculture. It means FMCG manufacturing. And in Nnewi, one of Nigeria's strongest industrial clusters, Tummy Food Industries has built a food manufacturing brand recognized across the country. From snacks to instant food, Tummy sits at the intersection of agriculture, processing, packaging, distribution, and retail supply chains. Each factory line employs machine operators, food scientists, quality controllers, logistic handlers, sales and distribution teams. Food manufacturing is one of the highest job creation sectors in any economy, and companies like Tummy turn local crops into shelf-stable products, expanding markets for farmers while producing and feeding millions of Nigerians daily. This is how industrial economies grow, not by exporting raw crops, but by processing them at home. Walk into any supermarket across Nigeria and you'll find products from companies whose manufacturing plants sit quietly in Southeast Nigeria. One of them is Ekulo Group of companies, a diversified manufacturing and distribution powerhouse in personal care, cosmetics, FMCGs, and consumer products. Ekulo represents the kind of industrialization most Nigerians never see but interact with daily. Their factories produce goods that touch homes, schools, workplaces, healthcare facilities, but behind each product is chemical formulation, packaging engineering, industrial bottling, branding, and supplying logistics. This is manufacturing with speed, manufacturing with volume, and manufacturing with national reach. Ekulo shows that industrialization isn't only about mega steel plants, it is also about building mass market consumer ecosystems where everyday products are made locally, priced affordably, and distributed efficiently. And every such factory strengthens domestic supply chains, manufacturing skills, SME distribution networks, retail employment. This is how economies deepen. Agriculture becomes power only when it becomes industrial. And in Anambra State, Coscharis Farms under the Coscharis Group has transformed farming into manufacturing. Operating thousands of hectares of mechanized farmland, Coscharis Farms runs rice cultivation, processing, milling, storage, and distribution. With a mill capacity of tens of thousands of metric tons annually, this is no subsistence farming. This is agro-industrial infrastructure. It links rural farmers, mechanized equipment, processing plants, logistics systems, and national retail markets. And through modern farming methods, digital tracking, and aggregation systems, Coscharis is building one of Nigeria's most advanced rice ecosystems. Every hectare cultivated reduces food imports, creates rural jobs, strengthens food security, expands agro-processing value chains. When agriculture industrializes, rural economies transform, and Coscharis Farms shows how the Southeast can lead Nigeria's agricultural renaissance. From Ozubul in Anambra State, Seahorse Lubricant Industries has become one of Nigeria's indigenous lubricant manufacturing success stories. In an industry long dominated by multinational oil majors, Seahorse produces engine oil, industrial lubricants, hydraulic fluids, gear oils, specialty automotive products. These are not simple products. They require chemical formulations, blending technology, laboratory testing, industrial quality assurance, and packaging engineering. Seahorse factories, self-transport fleets, manufacturing plants, construction firms, heavy machinery operators, automotive markets nationwide. Lubricants are the silent enablers of industrial economies. Without them, machines fail, production slows, and logistics collapse. By manufacturing locally, Seahorse saves foreign exchange, builds technical chemical skills, supports industrial reliability, and strengthens Nigeria's automotive ecosystem. This is deep industrial manufacturing happening in the heart of Southeast. Nnewi is often called the Japan of Africa, not because of foreign factories, but because of indigenous industrial density. And at the heart of this ecosystem stands Chicason Group, a diversified manufacturing conglomerate producing a wide range of industrial and consumer products, from FMCGs to industrial supplies. Chicason represents production volume, market penetration, manufacturing resilience, supply chain depth. Their factories employ engineers, technicians, quality inspectors, machine operators, distribution networks. But Chicason's true impact is not just in products, it is in industrial clustering, where multiple manufacturers operate in one region. Skill circulates, supply chains localize, innovation accelerates, cost drops, markets deepens. That's how industrial cities emerge, and Chicason is one of the pillars of Nnewi's manufacturing ecosystem. No industry symbolizes industrial maturity like automobile manufacturing, because building vehicles requires metallurgy, plastics engineering, electrical systems, mechanical assembly, robotics and tooling, supply chains logistics. And from Nnewi, Innoson Vehicle Manufacturing, IVM, became Nigeria's first indigenous automobile manufacturer, producing buses, SUVs, pickup trucks, tricycles, motorcycles, commercial vehicles. With increasing local content and assembling capacity, IVM represents the psychological breakthrough that Nigeria can build complex machines, that manufacturing doesn't have to be foreign-owned, that industrial confidence can be indigenous. Each assembly line creates engineering jobs, technical apprenticeship, manufacturing suppliers, component producers, logistic ecosystem, and beyond transport, automobiles manufacturing anchors steel industries, plastic industries, rubber industries, electronics industries. This is industrial gravity, and IVM is pulling Nigeria's manufacturing ecosystem forward from the east. Few companies embody Southeast industrial spirit like Ibeto. Founded in Nnewi, Ibeto Group has grown into one of Nigeria's most diversified industrial conglomerates, operating across petrochemicals, lubricants, automotive batteries, auto parts, cement, energy products, and industrial manufacturing. Ibeto did not just build factories, it built entire industries, from battery manufacturing to petrochemical blending, from cement distribution to automotive parts production. Ibeto pioneered industrial sectors when few believed local manufacturing was possible. Inside Ibeto's operations are chemical engineers, mechanical engineers, industrial technologists, factory technicians, supply chain managers, thousands of indirect and direct jobs, decades of industrial capacity building. Ibeto proves one fundamental truth: industrialization does not require all wealth. It requires vision, reinvestment, and persistence. And that vision was born in the Southeast. Now pause for a moment. Look at what we just covered: electrical cables, energy infrastructure, pharmaceuticals, food manufacturing, consumer goods, industrial agriculture, lubricants, FMCGs, automobiles, and petrochemicals. These are not small businesses. These are economic pillars. Together, these 10 companies employ tens of thousands directly, support hundreds of thousands indirectly, generate billions in domestic value, replace imports, strengthen industrial skills, and anchor regional supply chains. And most importantly, they exist without major federal industrial policy support. special economic zones, deep infrastructure financing, heavy export incentives, and robust power grids. They exist because of private entrepreneurship, indigenous capital, community-based investment, apprenticeship systems, and business resilience. Now imagine what the Southeast could become if power supply was stabilized, roads improved, rail lines connected to industrial hubs, ports functioned efficiently, credit access expanded, industrial parks scaled, and government aligned with enterprise. Imagine if every state in the Southeast had 5 pharmaceutical plants, 10 food processing factories, 3 automobile assembly hubs, 10 agro-processing clusters, multiple petroleum and petrochemical blending facilities. That wouldn't be a regional growth. That would be national transformation. The Southeast historically dominated commerce, markets, trading, import and export, and also distribution networks. But over the last 3 decades, something deeper has happened. The region has begun transitioning from traders to producers, from merchants to manufacturers, from distributors to industrialists, from importers to builders. This transition is what separates economies of survival from economies of skill. And the companies in this video are proof that the transition is already happening. What remains is scale of infrastructure, scale of finance, scale of policy support, scale of investment. If unlocked, the Southeast could become Nigeria's manufacturing backbone, West Africa's industrial corridor, Africa's SME-driven production hub, not by chance, but by structure, not by politics, but by production. These 10 industries prove one undeniable truth. The Southeast is not lacking talent. It is not lacking capital. It is not lacking capacity. It is lacking infrastructure alignment. And yet, even without that, it has built some of Nigeria's strongest manufacturing enterprises. Imagine what more of this would do. Imagine 50 factories like this. Imagine 100 industrial plants. Imagine entire industrial cities. Imagine millions of jobs. Imagine reduced imports. Imagine technological confidence. Imagine generational wealth built through production, not politics. This is not fantasy. This is possibility, backed by evidence. If you believe Nigeria's future lies in factories, not speeches, in production, not promises, in industry, not imports, then share this video. Like it. Comment which industry impressed you the most. Subscribe to 1010 Media, because Africa's next industrial revolution may not come from oil fields. It may come from factories of the Southeast.